Alright, we're back. This is Crafting 2. This character is my Werebear Druid that I've been fooling around with for a while. Real quick, I wanted a balance between should I just go all Werebear? Should I just go all Werebear? Should I use the fire? Because I have some axes that decrease enemy fire resistance, and I have access to this unique that does the same. But then you have this poison axe, which was designed for the druid, plus skills, and it increases poison stuff. So I was either thinking I could be like a werebear who maybe does the poison summons, or a werebear who does none of that, or I was thinking of even experimenting with this bear companion, because I get this, which increases my physical damage based on summon resist. But the problem is it takes a while to get. I need to put 25 points into this. I basically need to max it. That's going to be difficult to do. So, like I said, I'm just playing around with this character. Roar. How do I turn into a bear? There we go. But, so, I want to maybe switch to back to the summons again. And I want to make a honorific pair of gloves that increases resistance stuff, just to test stuff out. So let me get to my junk pile here. Now you can make stuff on level 1 stuff. Oh, this is my old ones. We're gonna ignore that. You can make stuff on level 1 or level 4, or sacred, but you have less room to put stats in it. So, for the sake... weird. I think for the sake, I'm going to use... Well, I'll show you how to make an honorific first. So I'm going to use this sash. And you need to go... Oh, oop. Did I... Yep, okay, we're good. Boom. So you need to go fight Shank the Overseer. He always drops this item on all difficulties, so it's pretty easy to farm. You don't... You know, if you need to make a whole set, you need to make a whole set. Woo! There we go. Mark of Infusion. Alright, let's just skedaddle out of here. Mark of Infusion. Where'd it go? There it is. So it says... Cube with magic rare armor to create an honorific item. They are blank items with maximum sockets, which receive double bonus from Mystic Orbs. What the hell are Mystic Orbs? I'll show you in a second. We're gonna go back to the Rogue Encampment just because it's what we're familiar with. I think it's Geed, and then that Mage in Act 2, and then Elcor, and I forget who's... Whatever, everybody sells this, but these are all the Mystic Orbs. These are only for armor, these are for weapons, this is for rings, amulets, and quivers, and this is for anything. And you can see, you can put these on anything. They don't have to be an honorific item. Let me just make the Oop. Anyway, they don't have to be an honorific item. You can buff up all of your stuff, even your tiered uniques, but remember when you do upgrade them, unless they're max, but yeah, so what you do is... Let's take Deadfall. So say I needed like more strength or dexterity. Right click, it adds 5 dexterity, and you can, it makes the level requirement go up, so you just gotta be careful. So I'm gonna make this honorific, and this is where, see? Artifacts reply to doubled, and it usually gives you the basic thing. So like armor I think gives physical resist, and weapon gives something else. But this is the difficulty, though, with making your own items, is this costs money. These all cost 13.5k. And so making a full item is difficult. So if I wanted to get my resists in here, it would be life. And see, I'm already out of gold. But yeah, right click, and instead of 4, it gives 8. Summon minion, I can't talk. And I'd build that up to make, if I switch back to being a minion user, I could buff my minions up. Or you can sort of make any item you want. There is limits. You're not going to find everything in here, but some really useful stuff. Obviously, any speed up is going to be nice. There's life stolen per hit, and there's on melee attack, which is fun, especially if you're like a fast thing. Experience gain, life after each kill, but yeah. This is also, if you can't figure out what to put in your slots, just make an honorific, usually an armor, pop on, where is it, all 5 elemental resist to get to 30%, that'll help you out a ton, and then add stuff you want, like if you're using a cold spell, use cold spell damage, all that stuff. For rings, elemental resist is good too, but I really like adding regenerate mana for casters, poison length for everybody, and then life and defense for like more melee characters. But this means you can customize your weapons. But it goes even further than that. I hope I have an example for this. I'm going to switch back to my necromancer. I think he has one. There are shrines. Hell, sure. You probably saw my giant thing of shrines. This right here and this right here are shrine crafted. Ignore the runes, they're just in there for stats. This is shrine crafted as well. How do I explain this without confusing? So for basic shrines, you have... So you basically take a... I'll explain that too later. You take a rare item and pop it in one of these. So this says it, well, that's innate, yeah, so innate elemental damage and plus all X2 attributes. Is there another? I think I could use that. Let me just do this real quick. Nah. Okay. But yeah, I'm explaining this very poorly. And you pop it in there and it will reset the stats, and you can keep resetting the stats until you get what you want with the increase you want. And then there's blessing. You can see which is blessed. Shrine blessed. You can bless any kind of sacred item once, which basically takes these and puts it onto any item, but it costs 2 arcane shards. So that's more advanced crafting. I only did this so I could get plus Summon Sinner, because it's a rare thing on here, and the Necromancer skill levels help. It's kind of bad. It's got like the attack rating. I might need to fine-tune it, but it's hard. You gotta be lucky. So yeah, that's shrine crafting. You can also jewel craft your own jewels using runes. You can look that up on the site. It's pretty complicated. What else? That's pretty much the basics until you start getting places to go for your charms. Oh yeah, there's apples. These rarely drop. They give you life regeneration. Let's see. Now, near end, not really, I want to say like level 115, 110, you'll start to see set items drop. These are set items that I collected, and these are all the same amulet. It keeps dropping. And what you do with these, and any uniques you don't want, because I don't think I have a unique I don't want, but any sacred uniques you don't want, not tiered, you put them in here with this Catalyst to Learning, which you get, I think, Hell Neolithok drops this. Something Neolithok does. And you get these. These Signet of Learnings. Free attribute points per set item and unique you blast. And every character gets 400, and you kind of need the grind for these. They do drop. They drop, but not that often. It's easier to do that. And set items are gonna drop okay. I'll show off. This is, I keep forgetting the summon stuff. I'm just not used to it. This is my, Necromancer. Thank you. So, these jungles are accessible from the town of Kuras. There's another gate somewhere. This is where you can get Signets of Learning and gold, and actually quite a lot of gold drops here. By the way, the strategy for this character is a lot of avoid, a lot of physical resistance, a lot of life, and just hope your tanks protect you. And your tanks do a lot of damage. Nice. See, sacred items are starting to drop. I think I can show this off now. So here's a sacred Amazon weapon that is a rare, and if I put it in here with this, it should change some of its stats to innate and all attributes. So boom, and it's got 9 out of 10 uses left. So there. See, innate initial damage, yeah. It basically gives you what's on here plus whatever can randomly spawn on the rare, which you can look up online. That's how I found out about the Summon Sinner, which is this fiery guy. He basically does fire damage while everything does physical. He's somewhat useful. He does an area of effect. You can see, like, fire exploding on many enemies. I'm actually max gold, huh? So yeah. So the jungles, there's a few places to go. Here's one of them. I'm not going to go. This is a all endgame area. But you basically fight these guys and you run into these forest keepers that you... Ooh, there's a set item that usually drop a bunch of potions so you don't have to worry about sustain through here. Lightning set, I don't want that. In it goes. Let's get this out of here. So they're just moving on up with the items. I'm trying to show off what's over in this corner here. But yeah, so I have the full Necromancer set, and it's required level 80 if I remember, and I pumped all this up to required level 120 by adding more damage, life, and other stuff for my minions. And then I have a Sacred Sash that gives me max potions. I just made that into pure minion stuff and vitality for me, and some Magic Find. I have a lot of Magic Find on this guy. Yeah, 119. I usually have more, but I changed some stuff around. So this is what endgame sort of stuff looks like. I'm not doing anything harder than this, just because that's sort of stuff you need to discover. I'm not doing a walkthrough for a certain build to, like, maximize stuff in the game. I'm just sort of showing the basics. So when you get to Hell difficulty, you'll be fighting the Butcher, fighting different machines, and it's all online. You can find it. There's fun strategies. Ah, Shrine Drop and a Signet of Gold. And I was able to find all these set items, like, it took a decent amount of grinding, but it wasn't like, you know, seven weeks later I finally have it. It probably took me about, I want to say, like, 10 full clears of this place we're coming to. Oh, see, Signet of Learning drops. Oh yeah, one more thing. Let's see, Signet of Learning. I'm trying to remember. Nope, keep killing. Signet of Gold. Mo. Stop trying to hurt me. Oh yeah, and Summon Sinner is an example of an O skill. Ta-da! Because it's a spell no one else gets except... Oh, well, you just get it on the shield. Ooh, Amulet. Ooh. It's actually pretty good. Alright, stop hurting me. Greater Signet of Gold. Pick up that apple. There used to be a skill that did something with apples. I don't think we have it anymore. I'm just buffing and debuffing. This is also an O skill. It used to be a Necromancer skill, but it just increases damage of the party. And then this is like my amplify damage. So up here, you see how there's a boss? Well, up here there's a special boss named Arkarat. I'm not going to say that correctly. He'll regenerate HP like mad, but if you kill one of his followers, you see when his follower dies, it explodes into that weird icy stuff. Kind of. There we go. It was hard because the blizzard was on top. That's the only way to kill that guy. You need to kill some of his followers on top of him and he won't regen. And he drops a special thing. This is also something you gotta worry about. There's a lot of unique charms and you want to max them. So mine's 2 defense and 25 attributes. If I pick this one up, yeah, it's less. And you just want to, if you're re-killing stuff, you want to keep going back. So here's, yeah, right here. This is a place you're going to be going a lot. Minimum level 115. The gist of this place is there's undead and stuff everywhere. There's some necromancers in specific areas that drop this hammer, which is nice for pretty much any build. But the big gist is this drops a lot of shrines. Set items. Ah, there's that amulet. I'm gonna get that amulet every 5 seconds. And you can get a lot of base items here, too. But the big gist of this place is these... I shouldn't be doing this. I should be going slower. These towers. You want to have some way to teleport on them. They decrease the damage of... I think they half the damage for everyone around them, so you're going to want to kill them. Yay, Hunter's Bow. Okay. But yeah, this is the place where I get set items, and... I've been grinding now to get him up to 125 so he can kill Bale. You can't enter Bale's room until you're 125. So farming is a little easier. Hellrune, Ko-Rune, Ko-Rune. This character is kind of deceiving because I'm not really doing much, because it's just sort of a click and win. Ooh, and Arcane Shards drop here. But yeah. So that is how crafting, advanced crafting works, at least, with the honorifics and everything, and the advanced side of the game. Like I said, I'm gonna get my Amazon up probably to Bale in the first difficulty. And I'll show you some of the early challenges, because there's 2 early challenges you can do to get this, the Sunstone of the Twin Seas, which is awesome. And, boop, 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 where is it? There. Then you get your class charm, which requires level 90. I think you get that when you kill Bale in Nightmare difficulty. I can't remember. It's around that time. But it does something specific. It's usually plus skills and then something really good. And it unlocks your 1 skill down here in reward, which is this. So cool. So yeah, that is a simple beginner's guide. It's really just exploring and making your own stuff and seeing what works. So, go out there and try it. Yep. Other than that, I'm excited to try this assassin, though, because there's another assassin I want to try with the Scorpion Blade and traps, but we'll see. You can always rebuild. Remember, after level 50, you only get 3 resets. You can pick up items that let you reset your little green potions, but before level 50 you can reset all you want and fool around and yeah, go nuts. Yeah, play Median XL today. Bye.